Hi, I'm Sam Thurgan and welcome to my 2 Minutes Parsha. In this week's Sidra of Vayeitzei, we have the famous story in which Yaakov works for 7 years in order to marry his beloved Rachel. And the Torah tells us that those 7 years seemed kayamim achadim, like only a few days, ba'avatota, because he loved her so much. And the question that is asked so often is that this seems to contradict our experience. When you're really looking forward to doing something, surely the time between now and then feels so much longer, not shorter. If Yaakov is so in love with Rachel that he can't wait to marry her, how could it be that the 7 years in which he needs to work for her feels like a short amount of time? Surely it should feel like infinitely longer than these 7 years. And Rabbi Hanan Porat first quotes the Seforno, who addresses this question by taking a different spin on it. He says these 7 years seemed like only a few days, like such a small price to pay, like such a small contribution to make in order to marry the love of his life. What kind of sacrifice would Yaakov have been willing to undergo in order to have the great privilege of marrying his beloved Rachel? Far more than this. And so the 7 years that he had to work seemed like a minimal contribution. That's his Rabbi Porat, is the Seforno, but the traditional understanding is that Yaakov experienced this as a short time. So he wants to explain that as well. And what Rabbi Porat suggests is that it's not the case that Yaakov couldn't wait to finish in order to marry Rachel. That's when time drags on. When you're waiting for something else, Yaakov was not waiting for something else. Yaakov was experiencing his love of Rachel right now in the work that he was doing. He was not experiencing this as a price that he had to pay in order to one day realize his dream of marrying her. But he was experiencing this moment as an act of love, shepherding the sheep, taking care of what he needed to do. Every moment that he was doing this was a moment infused with his love of Rachel, and therefore each moment went quickly. It was not that he was doing it, waiting for it to be over, but that he realized the value and the love that he was investing in it right now. And that is what made it seem all the quicker. May we all merit to be infused with love of Hashem, love of goodness, love of what we do, love of humanity, in all of the things that we do, and may that uplift each one of our actions. Shabbat Shalom.